Yeah, hello viewers, I welcome you to Authentic Plus TV. So this is about catfish. You know, catfish business is really booming in the country, and you know, today I decided to take advantage of a tank at where I live. You know, this tank has been here lying idle. So if you have a tank like this in your house that is not being used, you can make arrangement for use, and then you do cleaning. So as you can see, my boy is doing cleaning inside the tank. We expect the whole tank to be very clean, after which then we make arrangement for the fish, the fingerlings, and then according to information available to me, you know, the catfish love to swim or play in circles. So in a cyclical motion, they would really admire a tank that is round like this. This actually a cemented or concrete pond, and it's going to be very clean. I expect that at the end of the day we'll clean it, and so that it will be very safe for the fish whilst, you know, they live in here, because this is going to be their home, and I need to clean it as much as our humans will live in or would love to swim in. So like I told you earlier, you can see that now the tank is very clean, very neat and good for the aquaculture. As you can see, it looks very neat now, very clean. So they are scooping the last water out. They're getting the last water out so that we can now begin to build the water pump that will be pumping out the waste from the tank. So now the tank is almost ready. Yeah, hello guys, so the work continues. I told you earlier that we are going to clean the pond to be clean as much as possible, and that after cleaning, then we are going to immerse the water pump into it, so that the pump will be draining out the wastewater periodically as will be instructed by the experts. And today is the day the work has begun. So you can see the expert, who is a plumber and electrician at the same time and works about fishes. He knows and he does the fixing for people in their homes. So anytime you need his service, I'm going to put his number into the comment section. His number will be there on my description, rather. His number is going to be there, so that if you need his services, you just call him. And like I told you earlier, you see, if you have a water tank in your house, you used it for something, probably you even used it for, at the initial stages, for a swimming pool, but you realize that you no more need the swimming pool. I tell you can convert this to make money, convert it to a fish pond and then make money. And believe you me, I know you are going to be surprised, and it will interest you to know that fish farm is the business to go. So don't, you know, let it go waste. Don't let it go waste. Just do the conversion as I am doing here, and then make sure that you convert it into something meaningful once you are no more using the space. You are no more using the space for the swimming pool, or if it was used even for the construction of the house. You know, normally when we're building houses in Ghana here, you know, we build some tanks that we used to store water in for the project or for the construction. And so as we are doing today, we are fixing this water pump into it, and basically this is what is going to bring out the water. At the initial stages, it is not every site that they do this, but because it was not originally meant as a fish pond, that is why we need to put in this water pump so that it will be draining out. If it were a tarpaulin tank or any other, the process is going to be different. That is why I'm telling you that if you have any tank in the house, just take advantage of it and let it fetch you some money. So you can see the expert here is working, and let me get you closer so that you see what he's doing. So down there, the yellow thing down there is the pump, and so there's the pipes in which the water is going to be drained through outside, because you need to be changing the water almost every day. When the fingerlings are very young like that, you need to be changing the water almost every day. And you can see we are filling the tank with water. So you can see we are filling the tank with water, so that after that they need to test the water pump to check if indeed it is working, if it's actually working. So we need to test that, and that is why we are filling the water, so that after which they will test whether it is working. So that is what we are doing now. And this guy here is called Erikus, Papa Eric, in action. you can see his handsome face over there. You can see his handsome face over there. So he's really in action. And then the expert in the fish farm is here, Moses. You can remember him in one of the videos, my earlier video I did in fish farm. He's a nice person, and he's an expert in this business. So what are we doing now? If you have to say something, okay, just say something.
What he's doing is what you've just explained to your viewers. What he's doing is that he's inserting a pump that whenever he wants to pump out the dirty water or contaminated water, he'll be able to pump all the water outside and then refill the pond with fresh water. And this is what he's doing, only doing the connection. So whenever you bring the fingerlings, the first 2 days you have to change the water, and then you make sure that our fingerlings are bacteria free. So instead of the water being in the system for a very long time, we can be changing it gradually, and then we get our fishes or our fingerlings grow to juvenile sizes or even jumbo sizes, or maybe some 50 grams, and now the culture will change, maybe 3 days, 5 days time, depending on how faster the water gets contaminated. All these things depends on how you also feed your fishes and how you expose your pond to the sunlight. When the pond is highly exposed to sunlight, this green algae formation is faster. It's quite faster. But when you have a little bit shade like what you have here, that you have the sun rays popping into it at some times, then this is also the best way to do it. At times the sunlight helps the fishes to grow faster, but serious exposure to sunlight has its own disadvantages as well, because seasons like this, dry seasons like this, if the volume of water isn't that plenty, then the water gets more hotter and hotter, and you end up stressing your fishes. So to cut long story short, we are doing a pump that we will be able to use to take away the contaminated water and then refill the pond with fresh water. Thank you.
Hello guys, I told you he's an expert, and so you can deduce that from what he said. He has said a lot in just some few seconds. Is Moses, and you can contact me for his details so that you can reach out to him. And then if you have advantage of what we are doing now, or if you want to even install tarpaulin tanks in your house, still contact him. He's an expert in the fish farm, and then so that he comes to you. And very humble, just myself, very humble, very, trustworthy person. I've known him for some time, and he will gladly come to your aid and give you the necessary support you need. Yeah, so today is the day the fingerlings, the catfish fingerlings have arrived, and what you are seeing here is a natural antibiotics, a mixture of some natural leaves. This one, this is a secret. You've got to contact me and I'll let you know. It's a natural antibiotics. So here we are, because of the travel, they have moved a little while. So when you drop the catfish here,
well, you put them here. When you transfer fishes, you end up infecting them naturally, because the space that you've used, the gallon, whichever containment they are in, is very small for them. So they end up wounding themselves, getting some smaller injuries that you are not likely to see with the naked eye. So when you do this concoction, it heals those wounds before you transfer them into the bigger pond. There is a disease that's called Phlagbobacterium columnaris. People call it cotton mouth disease. This concoction helps to kill all of those bacteria so that you will have a free and healthy fingerlings at the end of the day. Thank you.
Wow, and one surprising thing is that the fingerlings you are seeing here is about 1,000 catfish fingerlings you are seeing inside the small. But give me some 2 weeks to 1 month, just a month, and then you see the difference.
What happens is that when you are transferring the fishes into your pond, the temperature in the pond is quite different from the temperature that you are having the fishes inside. When you are to pour it in and there is a temperature variation, they will end up getting shocks, and that shocks alone can kill them. So you first tilt the bowl, fetch more of the water in the pond into the containment, and then the temperature conditionality will balance. Now you tilt it, and the fishes themselves will swim out of the containment. That balanced temperature helps to keep your fishes alive.
Yeah, hello guys. So as we did tell you earlier, I spoke to you about it, and today is the day the catfish are now here, and we can see, look at the beauty and look at how they are enjoying themselves. Very beautiful, very beautiful. So you can see, give me some few months and you're going to enjoy. So now that we have this, we are going to educate you more and more. These tips you never knew about it. Yes, I know, especially with the local antibiotics, that concoction. You need to call me so that you don't lose most of your fingerlings. Look at how happy they are. Look at how happy they are swimming. Look at how happy they are swimming.